Today, Shiba Inu are on fire. The price appears to be rising endlessly. There is celebration among people. Analysts are dropping their signals. This is the cause. The US government seems to have startled the whole Shiba Inu population. Shiba Inu, around 41 trillion, are on migration. Is the ideal bull run we yearn for starting here? Another is this. Allow me now to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Alright, Shiba Inu has today to be really kind. And lastly, too. Following what appeared like never-ending fluctuations, the cost just decided to soar over 3% and totally wiping all the prior losses. Now, if you're looking at that statistic and pondering, 3% isn't that much, believe me. Given how unstable things have been recently, it is a major problem. The last few days have been an unbelievable roller coaster. Shiba Inu seemed to be holding strong 1 minute, then was bringing people into state of panic by dropping hard. The fluctuation was just off target, and it really seemed as if nobody knew what direction future events would take. Was it likely to keep declining? Would there be another unexpected upheaval? You could simply sense the anxiety in the market. Uncertainty permeated everybody. Nevertheless, today, different now is what it is. The ambience has totally changed. At last, things have begun to normalize. Instead of another nervous-wracking plunge, we had a quite strong push higher, not just a little bounce either. Actually, this one seems to have some weight. The sort that causes investors to stop keeping their breath for a moment and really exhale. You know that sensation when everything has been full anarchy, and then, for the first moment in a while, there is a little peace. That describes now. People can now finally stand back, see the wider picture, and choose their next action without feeling totally overwhelmed as the terror hovering over the market gradually disappears. Of course, it's still cryptocurrency, hence everything is possible. For now, however, it is an unusual occasion when everyone may just breathe. Not panic or anxiety, just a sigh of comfort as Shiba Inu at last settles and begins to climb once again. And the truth is, this price shift really changed things rather than just providing respite. One expert even noted that the charts show Shiba Inu right on the brink of something massive. Like we're not limited to a little gathering here. According to him, Shiba Inu are getting ready for a big breakthrough. The direction the price is headed, the momentum it is gathering, everything is aligning for something significant. Though in a positive sense, it is like the peace before the storm. Shiba Inu may not simply be healing if this turns out the way the graphs point. It could be poised for explosion. But here's the real question. What exactly is happening? Why is Shiba Inu ascending suddenly? Where is the origin of all this buzz? Well, if we enlarge and consider the whole scene, Shiba Inu is not alone moving. Right now, Bitcoin is totally insane as well. Bitcoin recently flew off, surpassing 86,000 after spending days battling about the lower end of its distance, even plunging to depths that had some concern. Now the entire market is experiencing it. It is a whole different narrative. And the justification is, well, Donald Trump just delivered a bombshell to the crypto scene. Once more, out of nowhere, he declared something significant, the building of a U.S. digital currency reserve. This is a big thing. In a post on Truth Social, he clarified that after years of Biden administration assaults, this reserve is aimed to support the crypto market. He noted especially that this reserve will include important cryptocurrencies such as XRP, Solana, and Cardano. That was not all, however. Naturally, he said, Bitcoin and Ethereum will also be key components of the reserve. Oh, also he clarified it rather precisely. Not only is he loving Bitcoin and Ethereum, but this is hardly the end of it. The shareholders are already on edge, waiting to see what more Trump would say as he is scheduled to convene the first ever White House crypto symposium on Friday. Still, his framing of this is very noteworthy. There was discussion in the past about a digital currency stockpile, meaning just hanging on to what the government actually had. Now, however, he is referring to a real reserve, implying long-term strategic actions and active purchases. There has been increasing discussion about the US creating a Bitcoin reserve ever since Trump secured re-election, and that enthusiasm helped drive Bitcoin to fresh record highs. However, growth somewhat stopped when he signed an executive order against cryptocurrency back in January. Now, however, this fresh revelation has turned the switch once again, and the marketplace is surging back to life. Of course, Shiba Inu follows closely when Bitcoin moves this significant. Shiba Inu's ascent is fueled by the excitement, the buzz, the confidence boost. Today's price movement is evidence of something major developing. Now, what about Shiba Inu? Well, Lucy, the head marketer for the Shiba Inu team, has some comments about it. The Shiba Inu team is attentively observing this entire scenario and genuinely expects the US government to take into account adding Shiba Inu Bone to the digital currency reserve together with other main cryptocurrencies. Lucy called it fantastic news for the whole crypto scene after Trump's declaration. Eventually, she hopes Shiba Inu's environment tokens will be included into this reserve, a huge thing. Should such occur, it not only lends credibility but also greatly enhances Shiba Inu's worth. Like any other national asset stockpile, the reserve operates under. Thus, the US would actively retain and promote these cryptocurrencies, hence increasing their validity. And with all the hype surrounding this, David Sachs, the White House artificial intelligence and crypto czar, indicated that we will soon hear even more specifics. Actually, Trump and his staff are holding their first ever crypto conference in a few days, and that's when we could at last hear responses about whether other tokens, including Shiba Inu, could be included. Thus, indeed, this may be really significant. Should Shiba Inu be incorporated into this reserve, we are discussing a game-changing event. Anything capable of sending its price up to such crazy proportions. Recall the analyst's estimate in our last video that Shiba Inu would reach $1. That could turn out to be true. This is not just another transient pump or a fleeting hype cycle. This type of occurrence might be the one that converts many individuals into millionaires overnight. Imagine the effect of the US government aggressively purchasing and stockpiling a lot of Shiba Inu. Such sort of institutional support does not just boost demand. It would confirm Shiba Inu's prominence in the financial sphere in a manner never seen before. And here's the crux. As we already know, Shiba Inu are not considered security by the US government. For the ecosystem, it was already a major victory, as it meant Shiba Inu would not be subject to the same governmental scrutiny as certain other cryptocurrencies. However, right now, there is a whole new degree of legitimacy if the government really starts adding Shiba Inu into its strategic reserve. That may allow even more grandiose possibilities. More acceptance, greater authority, and a degree of awareness that would make Shiba Inu hard to overlook. And should that occur, consider what that would entail for all of us. Originally a meme, a crypto has evolved into something so vast the US government itself finds worth in possessing. That would be huge. From institutions to common investors, it would generate attention anywhere in the financial sector. The knock-on consequences might be amazing for the whole crypto market as well as for Shiba Inu. Therefore, we could be examining something historic if this turns out as many are hoping for. The type of change that goes beyond mere waves totally transforms Shiba Inu's destiny as well as the crypto landscape. Still, going back, we should just appreciate this pump as it is right now. For Shiba Inu owners, this is a great moment regardless of what comes ahead. Actually, one expert noted that this is rather significant for everyone now owning Shiba Inu. According on-chain statistics, 41 trillion of Shiba Inu, 41 trillion of coins, are now back in the green. That means many investors are at last starting to make money once again, and it is also a result of the current price stability. After dramatic fluctuations, a slowing down of the market provides opportunity for holders to relax, and right now, precisely, that is occurring. Does this imply, however, Shiba Inu is ready to explode totally and soar even farther? Not absolutely. Still there in the mix is some bearish influence, and the price remains bound beneath a critical resistance level not yet broken. We are so in a somewhat waiting game. Though things seem bright, right now it is not a full-fledged rise. For long-term investors, however, this latest action is most obviously welcome. It demonstrates Shiba Inu's still strength and promise, even if the breakthrough event hasn't yet materialized. The price right now is drifting around a crucial level, and everyone is watching if it can at last pass it. Should it, things may become rather fascinating. On this, however, what do you think? Comment down below. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.